Hello everybody, welcome. I'm going to do a little sealed build here and take on at least one person from chat in a game here. Mainly I want to go through the exercise of sealed building with some time I have left at the end of the stream here. So I'm not going to play too many games. Not even sure this is going to make it to YouTube, but in case it does, hello YouTube friends. Welcome. Thanks for hanging, and remember my awesome sponsor Card Kingdom. They are great and are going to get you everything you need for your tabletop game. Check them out via my affiliate links, and they know you got there from here. And distribute boosters. And here is my pile. So I'm going to start with a rare check. Looks like that's how it's sorted anyway. Oh, maybe not. Actually, it looks like it's by CMC. So let's sort by rarity. We got one mythic. Ghost, what is this? Spirits you control have +1/+1 and have trample and haste. 4 mana, 5 mana 4/5 that lords up your spirit seems pretty good. Then whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature except it's a spirit in addition to its other types and has, wow, that seems like Value Town. Let's see if we can play that. We got Cody. We know our buddy Cody. We'll see if this is a Cody deck. Most decks seem like they can become Cody decks if they're not just inherently Cody decks. Dragon's Guard Elite is also excellent. This is a heck of a bear. You just cast spells and it gets bigger. Like, keep in mind, you know, we have, there was the red weird from War of the Spark was a 2/3 for 4. That had basically this Magecraft trigger and no other extra abilities for, you know, anyway, this card is great, is my point. Theorist is good and matches the Super Bomb we've got. Semester's End. Seems playable, but not great. I mean, if it rewards it rewards non-token creatures and ETB effects. If you don't have ETB, it gets a lot worse, but we'll see. Oh, not Spellgorger Weird's not the one I was thinking about then, or is it? Was it a 2/2? Maybe it is. That's a 2/2 for 3. It was. I was thinking of the one in Ikoria then, right? Wasn't it? Ikoria had the one that was a 2/3 for 4 that did this. In any case, Spellgorger Weird called and is sad that it is being so dominated by this. By this card. Pestilent Cauldron. Discard a card, create a pest, mill, exile. That seems tough to get going. Restorative Burst, return up to 2 creature, land, or planeswalker cards. This one seems kind of clunky. I guess if you're doing both sides of it, I would run this, but this isn't really appealing to me like these are. I don't know if we get to play the Elite. Let's look at our uncommons. What jumps out at uncommons? Opening Statement is great. Outburst, pretty good. Rip Apart is great, and in the colors we like. I'm just trying to, this is removal. Looking for Deadly Brew. Accidentally cutting stuff. What do you, get back in here. Cultivate goes a long way in a sealed. Naya is not a typical color scheme for this particular set because it doesn't give you two clean schools, right? It gives you the white-red school, but there's no green-white or red-green school in the set. So we would lose that, but I'm looking at, we got a lot of stuff pulling us potentially towards the Naya side anyway. Inspiration is great. Got Dispute that we like. Tendrils is removal. Double Flunk is interesting. Never playing Rendezvous. See, this is where only having the red, white, gold cards in Naya starts to really press us on these other gold cards. Effigy, this is playable. Let me I'm gonna cut everything and build this way. I'm gonna build up from the strength of our bombs and see where it gets us. A lot of clicking here, sorry. Looks like the red is pretty good here, though. So I'm going to start with all of our sweet red. Lorehold Campus. Got some campus stuff that could help. Shock. Oops. Shock. Yeah, I think I'm going to try a Naya build here. Like Enthusiastic Studies. Inspiration is amazing. These are good in the board. Got Mage Duel, Rip Apart, Guiding Voice. What's Abundant Harvest? Choose a land or non-land. Reveal cards from the top of your library to reveal a card of the chosen kind. Put that into your hand. The rest on the bottom. Is that any good? I mean, it's just a cycler, but you can choose what you're cycling for. That's not bad, I suppose. Conspiracy Theorist, yes. Maybe we play this. Let's get that in to think about. Tendrils, yes. Triple Biomath. Pledge Mages. I guess if we consider these green, we could play them. These Mentors are okay. Filler if we're trying to Naya it up anyway. Cultivate gets in there. Quandrix Cultivator doesn't seem to work for what we're doing. Probably some assistance or be okay, though. Definitely playing that. That's what's attracting us to this color pair to begin with, or color trio. Yeah, we'll do Make Your Mark. That's a good one, too, for this. I want to get the layout to be CMC-based, though, so we can start seeing our curve here. And I want this to be on curve as well. These are 2-drops, but not really in this deck. Maybe we need to bring in the blue somehow. Maybe cut the white and just splash the Ghost Forge, but cut the white otherwise. I guess we can take a look at a pure white build first. Make sure it's... Like, are we playing the Semester's End? I don't think we're doing enough ETB to bother with Semester's End. I don't think it's... I guess there's Pillar Drop Rescuers. Boy, this is a tough sealed format to build. Because I mean, we got black that's drawing us, we got Flunk and Onslaught, we got the lands for it. When you say you like Boros, you mean straight Boros? Yeah, Study Break can get in there, that's fair. I don't think this is a Cody deck, actually. I don't think we're quite there on it. And if we're looking at straight red-white, I think we run out of playables pretty fast. You like the Jess guy? I mean, I guess it's got Befuddlers. I really hate this thing. Are we really running this? I love it when I see my opponent play this card. We have a red-white Campus, 2 Witherbloom, and 1 Prismari. I mean, it's a spirit, sure, but like, so we play it because we have a Ghost Forge? I'd rather just play good cards and then play a Ghost Forge on top of our good cards. You want to see all the lessons in one place? Sure. think that's it for lessons. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then is one of these rare? Prismari splashing white. Certainly the green looks like it can let go of here. As I've pulled things into this deck, like the green just has not been a big draw unless we bring these in specifically. So let's try cutting the green. And if we keep right now we don't even have any blue in the deck. We just have to cut these entirely. So this becomes our starting point. And we can even play a Defiant Strike to continue to have things to, you know, fill out the deck. Beaming Defiance. Don't love it, but could play one. So, some suggestion to add blue to this. Creature count as is here is 10 plus 2, 12. Pillar Drop getting back 3 CMC, so it can get back some stuff. I think this is fine for getting some value going. But yeah, I think you could make a case for adding like Flunk, Eliminate, Flunk, and getting some black in here, but we have no white-black lands. Like, there's just no fixing for this at all. Whereas at least Lorehold Campus plus Prismari gives us a little bit of fixing for the blue. I hear you, this isn't great, but what's your suggestion for a direction for this build, Logan? I'm struggling to find a clean direction. Maybe it is if we only had better splash support. Like, I wouldn't mind just splashing the red, but I think we need that. So all right, so if we go Jeskai, then what are we adding? Probably a Pop Quiz, Elemental Masterpiece. Can we do Creative Outburst? That's a double blue. I'm down with splashing a little bit of single blue. I don't know about this double blue. You're thinking Prismari main splash the Ghost Forge? Well, let's put a bunch of Prismari in, except to see I don't like Resculpt. I'd play an Adept. We might play these Befuddlers if it was just kind of what we're doing here. Team Pennant called for. I find it very tough to fit something like Team Pennant into my decks because it doesn't trigger the instant sorcery stuff so prevalent in the format, and I just don't think it does enough. Our best color, our best single color, probably red, because it gives us, we have Academic Dispute for some learning, and we have 2 Enthusiastic Studies and an Academic Dispute for the solid learning core. Couple of good 2-drops. One's much better than the other, but, you know, 2 2s for 2. We got some on-color 3s and a bomb, splashable bomb. So I think definitely red is our best color. But it's not like that makes it super clear from here what to do even. Mentor's Guidance. We're just adding a lot of... I guess we have stuff to cut, though. I'm overthinking it because we actually are on the cut side of things. So what if we just, like, if we didn't have the blue, how far off are we? 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Like, we can probably just play straight white-red. Yeah, I'm not enamored with this blue particularly. Pop Quiz would be okay. Weak 2-drops. But I mean, this is a 17 lander right here. We just try that. You like splashing the masterpiece, you mean? But why? Is it that good to make 2 4/4s at 7 mana? Or is there an actual mastery card I'm missing and I'm not sure what you're talking about? That's always possible. It's always possible that I have no idea what you're talking about. I do like that our colored lessons are also red in these colors, you know? All right, let's try this. We're just having fun with chat anyway, so I'm not going to overthink this too much. Somebody put their quarter on the machine, right? Who is first up? I'm going to run the 1 scry land. Oh, let me do the land last here. Let's delete. This was our kind of yesterday's stuff. So we will. Oh, no, I worked so hard. Okay, good. You're still there. Lorehold Campus. Send one of these back. If you like the Pennant, I would say think of what you would play it over, and then we can play the game of, well, I'd have the Pennant right now. Let's see what our creature spell split looks like. Also want to cut out some of the... Oh, that doesn't really matter. I don't care if I craft a rare here or there, but I'm going to cut this one out of the deck so I don't craft it. All right, let's give this a shot. Interesting build. I find to even be 2 colors and sealed is something. Oh yeah, that's kind of, did that work? I didn't think we needed to do that, but maybe, like, I really don't want to mess with lessons, and it seemed like it was... All right, they put the right things in the right places, it looks like, at least. Maybe that's a new addition. All right, let's get to this view. I'm going to start with Timber, and then my favorite follower, you can be next. I don't got friends, though, so give me your deets. Here's my info. Chat pause due to scroll. Get that message out so that I can... Oh, my God. I could not copy and paste Trannel pound 41425 because of the helpful message from Twitch. Thank you for that helpful message, Twitch. Will this work? We don't know. Oh, it looks like it's gonna work. Holy cow, first try. I gotta find, where is it? Where is it?
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Well, wish we had a 2, but I'm keeping this. Hey, there's a 2, a good one, too. Cast it this turn. So I think we make the offer and we pitch the mark, and then it's like, use it or don't. I don't care. We could just burn that. We have time, though. It's only going to get... Well, I suppose they could come up with 2 counters. Maybe I should just burn it out, huh? Yeah, I guess I'll just burn this out. It's good enough to do that with. And then we get to learn. And what do we want? Probably just a summoning here. Just making sure this didn't say non-token or anything, so we can summon and actually make your mark and get a replacement if needed. All right, 4th land is okay here as well. I'm gonna send. We're gonna attack, and I'm gonna go ahead and pitch the make your mark. Or maybe I pitch the summoning and we just cast that. Yeah, I like this. This is fine. I like hiding the make your mark at least. Oh, interesting. I could decline this and leave it there. I guess I will. I'm going to stick with the plan, but now we can study if we want. Oh, they're letting us have it anyway? All right. I like that result. Next turn, study plus make your mark seems like a good... Yeah, I was about to say that, but then it was irrelevant, Tron. I did do the math and realized that study still is a 2-for-1, so I didn't want to do it. But we were not put to that test anyway. Now I'm going to absolutely pitch the study, cast it, and have the 1 for the make your mark as well. So it's going to telegraph, and probably Channel's not going to block, but I think that's fine for us. We're locked into casting the study, but I've had worse spells to be locked into casting. Now, we can actually get start from scratch and take out that flyer. Let's get that. Yep, cost 5 mana. But next turn we'll have make your mark plus start from scratch. That'll be good. Can even pitch the start from scratch and still cast it. Means we can't cast the make your mark, but we might want to do that. Channel still racing. That's good for us. Scratch and sniff, that's funny. Start from scratch and sniff. I actually found a repository of old scratch and sniff sticker sheets that I found in an old box from my childhood. They still smelled a little bit. It was something else. Another study? Well, now we don't even need to worry about this start from scratch. We're just going to study it up here, and they're going to be in a world of hurt. I guess a book, burying books could be pretty good here. But make them have it. Let's go. Now, what do we want to pitch? I think we should pitch something. But maybe we just pitch the make your mark. and then have the known make your mark plus then the enthusiastic study for the trample that Timber doesn't know about. I'm gonna do that. Brog. Oh, you got it. Sorry, I forgot. Hold on, hold on. We actually see it.
Why are there so many?
Hypnotoad makes an appearance. And we're gonna go... Let's see. Make your mark on the token. No, I guess we want it just all in one place. I'll let this trade happen. Although, make your mark on the thing that trades. Maybe just do it all. Because I kind of want the make your mark thing to die. But also, I could be overthinking it if we just want to get... Yeah, I should just put it here and trample. Like, we should just get... Like, I can let the conspiracy theorist go here. Yeah, I could study this, but I kind of just like getting the trample going. We let the theorist go here. Although, we do get the token. Yeah, maybe I'll save it. Sorry, this is... I'm not sure... This is a classic board control or max damage situation, right? We just let this happen, we get another 3-2. If we do it here, we lose our 3-2, but we get Timber to 1 or 2, right? That's pretty good. And then we have start from scratch that's any target. So, like, that's what's so tempting here, but board control play is just to keep the theorist going. I'm gonna, yeah, if we do it here, we don't lose it. We wouldn't get the other creature. We would just get a bunch of damage through. I'm gonna do it here, but I'm not 100% of this. Radiantware likes the damage. Unsurprisingly, I'm going for a little bit of board control. This is another factor, like, Timber's not done with this combat yet. 4 mana, 3 cards. And what do we want here? Probably just introduction to Annihilation, and gives us opportunities to remove things. Expanded Anatomy is a good, interesting choice too. Interesting choice for sure. Yeah, let's try the Anatomy. Maybe it's time to shine. I'm not sure about that one though. Yeah, Annihilation covers a lot of outs, but we can't really two-spell with it, so it would be like the only thing we're doing. I like that with a that we can actually two-spell with this setup here. If we get a land, it's kind of potentially two good spells. Expel will be good next turn on 5 for that, but it leaves us with very little to do here unless we want to risk that. I guess we can just let this attack and expel when we untap afterwards and still 2-spell here. And I do like forcing this issue a bit. Swing both, finish off with scratch. Well, that's not how it's going to play, though, right? I don't like having to spend all of this on, yeah. I mean, if they block, and if they don't, though, they're at 7 damage. We get cracked back to 2. If this is any kind of pump or anything, we just lose, which feels unlikely, but we expanded anatomy, we get vigilance. So that's not nothing. I'm going to go with anatomy on the theorist. Uh-oh, pauses. But it could be this. But I like max pressure here. Declining this, though. Accepting that trade. And can't keep the expel for this because it costs 5. Thanks to the ward, but we can just play another creature. We're hoping that Timber does not attack with the aerialist. That would signal that Timber's out of options and is on the back foot, which is where we want him. Solid. What are they? What's Timber getting back for this though? But we can scratch that and win, right? I mean, I think this is just our game now, unless this is something that I'm not thinking of. I think we got to make him have that, and then then study break. Yeah, study break is cheaper. Let's see, 1, 2, 6. That lives with the 4. We could just send in and then have study break to make sure we don't lose next turn. Do both. Well, if we tap this, it's going to cost us mana, right? I don't think we can do it all. How do we do it all? This is 5 mana on the aerialist. Yeah, we don't have to target that. That's true. But if we're doing, I'm just saying, why are we study breaking if we just are going to start from scratch? I'm going to try the scratch play. Although, we're just dead to this, right? I kind of like, actually I like attack in, force the chump, and then kill the aerialist. I think that's the safest. If we start from scratch, swing, and it doesn't work out, how are we dealing with the aerialist? That's what I'm asking. Lead with start. This is an interesting spot. Sorry, Timber, if you're over there waiting. There's just a lot to talk about here. This is super interesting because we're in a good spot, but a tight one. If we swing first and see how they block, we can study. I see. Then we can study break to pump. Okay, let's do it that way. I see what's being suggested now. I'm just nervous that if this card is something to stop this from being lethal, then this is lethal. That's really the thing we're talking about. Yeah, but this. So if we do this. But I don't like killing first. Like if we're gonna do that, we should do this first, right? I like this. Then this into start from scratch creates 2 lethal threats, right? So let's create 2 lethal threats. That's my plan. I don't think they can beat 2 lethal threats unless they counter this specifically. See, so this is okay. We got it. Boom. That was a tough puzzle. And clearly there were some incorrect responses, right? Like that we could have screwed that up. I think there were some misplays that could have been made, but like if we had tried to go for the killing of the hexproofer, that would have gotten us, right? Good game, Timber. That was quite a final turn. We were really in the tank there, trying to make sure we were thinking of all the possible outcomes there, and avoided the disaster of attempting to kill your tapped flyer. We did have we had the destroy target tapped creatures that we could have tried on the 5/3, but yeah, that's true. The lesson being an instant means we could have done it really in any order. Did the order matter, or was yours better? Not sure, but let's I'm going to take on one more comer here. I believe my favorite viewer, or my favorite, I gotta find my favorite follower is up next. Can you give me your number again? Yeah, give me your challenge deets. But yeah, with the face damage, it didn't really matter. We just wanted to create 2 lethals, and then there wasn't much for Timber to do about it. Putt, putt. Put, put. Put, put, golf. Copy my direct challenge, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Boo! 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 Stupid limited mana. Show me the mountain, I'd keep this, but I'm going to mulligan, look for something better. All right, keeping this and dropping the rescuer. Hey, look, we can destroy an artifact. Yeah, I don't have Luis levels of power over the shuffler, so I'm gonna take it a little more conservatively here. Sorcery. All right, well, we're going to start with an attack. Then probably going to sorcery the boots, and then Biblio Assistant them this back as a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Let's see what they learn here. My tummy just kind of got a little weird on me, like it's not happy all of a sudden. Don't know what that's about. Well, I'm getting it back. I mean, I'm getting Rip Apart back. That's why I'm doing it. I want to cast Assistant next turn. Although, Study says we can actually attack here. Means we know we're not going to hit our 5th land drop for the Rescuer or whatever, but we do get Expel or Enthusiastic Study next turn. Oh, let's see. Which one am I, which one did I miss? Oh, no, that one did. Hold on, I can find it.
¿Dónde estás? La biblioteca. Me llamo T-Bone, la araña discoteca.
So there's our rip apart. The Enthusiastic Study is kind of a known thing here. I think, what does this do? Yeah, we just, I mean, this is not doing anything yet, but I think we just got to kill this thing, right? And then you can get in the air. It's not doing anything yet, but it's about to do stuff, and I want it gone. We can also leave the Assistant back and threaten a double block here. I mean, both of these have kind of done their thing. Yeah, Radiantware is suggesting it is just as I was thinking about it. Only 2 cards left. I think we can risk the double block. Feels like they're unlikely to have the tools to disrupt it. Not impossible, but means removal or interaction they've chosen not to use yet, or having just drawn fresh. And yes, we have Pillar Drop to rescue stuff, the general at least. All right, we're gonna make them have it, knowing that we have a pretty good backup plan if they do, and that the assistant's already done some decent work for us. Blood Age General hasn't, but all right, we got 2 for 1, but it was all part of our risk profile that we accepted. And I will go ahead and get a Pillar Drop, return our creature, and then have some interaction for the turn after. Yeah, you could make a case to block and trade, but we're going to rip that apart and try and study our way through the Sloth. Just take this. Well, it is a common, right? I mean, it's not a... That would be pretty powerful for a common. Speaking of pretty powerful, we're just going to play this and hold and hope it's enough. Is this good enough? Asking for a friend. Gonna say no attacks and stay back on D here. If Sloth attacks, we have to decide whether we want to double block and put this at risk. I would say no. We'll take 4 if the Sloth attacks, but I'll snap block anything else that comes our way. Yeah, so gonna wait, take 4, and then Blood Age General plus combat plus interaction next turn can combine. Can't really play this because we can't 2-spell if we do, but we can drop our general and have both study, and rip apart is sorcery, so we'd need to do that now if we want to. So really this is about Blood Age combining with Rescuer to hopefully block and kill the Sloth with the study. Blood Age General's tap ability has relevance here as well. Oh, not sorry. I'm glad I looked at it. It has relevance in the matchup, but not here. We're not going to let attacking spirits get +1/+0. That doesn't seem good. Oh, let's see. How's Cardboard Live doing? I gave it some focus there. It was open, but maybe a little focus there would help. Ah, this thing. More... Looks like favorite follower here is into casting stuff out of the graveyard, it seems. Gotta send a message. I'm goofing around, but actually it could make a card vulnerable to Expel. But honestly, if I pulled an Expel out of their hand, that would be great for us anyway, so no worries. Yeah, I could have used Study there, but now... I think, as much as I want the Study, I think if we play the Effigy, we can just do blocking, actual blocking, and this is clearly not removal. So I'm going to take a turn off here of go Shields down and play Effigy. Could rip apart something if we wanted to. Yeah, use just because we can, but... Yeah, I guess attacking spirits. This isn't a spirit. So it only really affects this. I could swing with Flyer. Maybe that makes some sense. Yeah, we got a lot on the ground now. I guess we got to get him dead sometime, right? Feels like maybe premature to rip apart since we're going to have both of... If like we draw a land, we'll have both of these spells anyway. We get it again next turn. What do you mean? How? Maybe I need to read my Mythic, apparently. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of the creature. I don't know what you're talking about. No problem. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't wrong. We've all been there. So, given we don't get the rip apart back... I'm going to go ahead and kill the general. Or the, one of these two. What needs to die? What needs to die? Let's kill the general. Higher power, but more utility. Not sure what was correct there. You want some reading?
Oh no, please! I can't read your crazy moon language!
Here it comes, walking down the street. If it's enthusiastic study as suggested, this is pretty mega. But I think we go past the blockers and we try to trade the general off here. And I like piling on here and taking another 4. Like if this is enthusiastic study, this is not lethal. Yeah, I mean, we could do that, but if we do this too, we could go like this and like this. It's another way to approach it. If we do it like this and it's enthusiastic study, this gets blown out and then they get their study back. You like this or do you like the other block? That's true, doesn't kill nor trample. But it would trample on part 2, right? Part 2 would trample. I'll try this. Make him have it. Blow us out. Putt, putt. We're at 8. We gotta take some risks or just lose to attacks. Uh-huh. As feared. But do we get these back? This is where I'm not sure how this works, but let's find out. Well, we got Menace we're working with. I don't know. We can't single block a Menace, so I'm not sure what the plan was there. Yeah, it looks like the attacking with the flyer was a little too risky, but my read was partially on the fact that they hadn't been aggressive until then. I didn't have them on pump per se. And then that's just doomsday for us, no matter how you slice it. I guess we study to find a creature. This is kind of silly, but it's what we've got. Or start from scratch if it kills something, but it doesn't. I think we're done for here, gang. Good work from Putt Putt. I think we're just dead, but I'll give you a mostly.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
I mean, if our best case here is that we have an empty board and Putt Putt is down to 1 creature. That's our best case. Like, it doesn't really matter how this all plays. Good question. Yeah, we've used our expel. Well, we did get our best case. Never mind. Was our best case until the rescuer. Now we just gotta be dead unless we get a rescuer of our own. Well.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Trouble is, we still can't get Annihilation to actually solve the problem because we don't have the mana. So we just gotta be not dead again. This is all going fine. All according to plan. This is all perfect. All dead. All right, you got us. I will concede before you hit me a second time, though. Good job, follower. Well played. Good game. We've got a Metal Mario raid coming up here. I'm going to hop up to Soapbox and thank our YouTube friends for hanging out for that one. Just a little short deck build, couple of games, prepping up for the upcoming Arena Open. May 8th, there's going to be Sealed Strix Arena Open. So we're getting a little sealed practice in for that. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll do some more of that as we approach the event, okay? Bye, YouTube.